All right, this video is going to quickly cover the importance of having a belief in and a deep knowledge of the product that you're selling, in this case flatbeds. So we're kind of going to break this down into two areas. The first is going to be the belief in the product. This is also known as passion. And the second thing will be having a deep knowledge of the product, why that's extremely beneficial for the sales process of flatbeds. What I want to start with here is passion will sell more than skill will alone. So if there's two salesmen and one of them is an extremely skilled salesman, but doesn't care whatsoever about the product that he or she is selling. They're just there to make money. They don't care if they're selling you a bag of dog crap. As long as they can make money off of it, they have a lot of pure skill on how to sell. And salesman two has virtually no sales experience, is not great with people, not great on the phone, but completely and totally is sold out on the product that he or she is selling. Salesman two that has zero skill will generally outsell salesman one every day of the week. So passion will outsell skill if the two are isolated by themselves. The reason for that is that people have an innate ability to see if someone's genuine or not, and when someone genuinely believes in something, it's hard for the person watching that to not also believe in it, assuming that the proof is there for it to work. So how do you actually get a belief in the product? How do you become passionate about these flatbeds so that the leads on the other end of the phone actually have that passion with you? They want to also buy a flatbed because you're so into it. Basically, that's pretty simple. You actually have to think the product's good. So hopefully before you got into the program, you did some vetting on the design of the beds, the look of the beds, and that you actually think that these are a better product, a better design, a more attractive, a more functional design than all the other options available. The price point for what you get is the best on the market. All those types of things, hopefully you believe that from the start. Because if you don't, people are gonna smell that on your breath that you're just a salesperson and you don't really care. That is not nearly as powerful of a sales tool as if you actually believe in the product. Second thing is a deep knowledge of the product. The best way to do this is to build and use one of the flatbeds on either your personal pickup, a work pickup, one that you actually are interacting with on a daily basis and using for work. The reason for that is when you have a firsthand knowledge of how something works, you're actually using it yourself, really easy to bring that into the conversation to prove what you're saying is correct, because you can say stuff like, yeah, and we haul stuff all the time. Inset D-rings are one of the kind of the underrated add-ons that we have because no other flatbed really does it. They're out of the way when you don't need them, but when you do need them, they're super handy because you don't have to strap over the side of your bed, scratch up your powder coat, scratch up your paint, whatever it may be. They're a super great add-on, not much money, and it's kind of something that we offer that nobody else does. So when you have a firsthand knowledge of the product like that, it really makes selling the customer a lot easier, and it also makes it easy for you to answer technical questions they may have. A lot of people are going to ask questions regarding custom hitch setups, custom add-ons, length modification, any sort of crane mounts, lumber racks, anything like that. When you have a deep knowledge of the product, how it works, how it's put together, how it's constructed, all that kind of thing, you're going to be able to confidently and competently answer their questions. And when you do those two things, answer it in that way, people are gonna buy from you. If you fumble around and you don't really have a good answer and you don't seem like you know what you're doing, that's a great way to lose the sale. So you wanna have a deep knowledge of the product because ultimately it's gonna help you get more units sold. So that's pretty much it. Be passionate about what you're selling. That's gonna go way farther than pure skill will. And secondly, have a deep knowledge of the product. That's gonna make the customer confident that what you're selling is good and that you actually know what you're doing.